Did you know arthritis can start attacking your body up to 5 years before your joints ever begin to hurt? It sounds unbelievable, but it's medically true. Studies show that inflammatory arthritis often begins silently, with no pain, no stiffness, no swelling, just subtle signals that almost everyone ignores. Even more shocking, 1 in 3 people with early signs of arthritis are under 40. And 20% of rheumatoid arthritis cases begin without joint pain at all. So if you think arthritis is only a problem for the elderly, think again. You can be young, athletic, and full of energy, and still have arthritis quietly developing inside you. You might feel random fatigue, brain fog, or morning stiffness, the prolonged version of stiffness that lasts over 30 to 60 minutes after waking, and you think it's just stress because it improves as you move. But what if that's your immune system turning against your own joints, and you just haven't felt the full blow yet? By the time pain shows up, the damage is often already done. It's like waiting for the ceiling to collapse before you realize your roof has been leaking for years. In this video, we shall examine the early warning signs that many people have ignored or misinterpret, and reveal the hidden truth about arthritis that most doctors don't say until it's too late. Watch till the end of this video in order to properly diagnose what many are falsely calling arthritis that is not arthritis, and how to reverse the danger of arthritis even when it is detected very late. Have you ever noticed your hands feeling clumsy in the morning, like you're struggling to twist a jar lid or grip a toothbrush, and you just blame it on sleep stiffness and muscle weakness? Or maybe you've stood up from a chair and your knees felt tight, but you told yourself it was just the weather, or aging, or sitting too long. Some people feel small, random bouts of swelling in their fingers or ankles, not painful, just strange. And others feel completely exhausted even after sleeping well, a kind of fatigue that's hard to explain. These moments seem harmless, so we brush them off. But here's the untold truth: those are often the early signs of arthritis, and the microjoints of the hands are often the first battlefield for early arthritis. Contrary to what most people believe, arthritis doesn't just explode into your life with pain and swollen joints. It creeps in quietly, like moisture behind a wall, long before the damage becomes visible. So what is arthritis really? It's not just old people's joint pain. Arthritis is a malfunction of the body's healing and defense system, where inflammation, or immune confusion starts to break down the soft tissue between your bones. But it doesn't always start with pain. In many cases, it begins as stiffness, subtle swelling, deep fatigue, or a strange warmth in the joints that no one can see. The body whispers for years before it screams. By the time your knuckles are visibly swollen or your knees ache constantly, the process has already moved from reversible to manageable. That's why these everyday, easy-to-dismiss symptoms are actually golden warning signs, your chance to act before arthritis gets a permanent grip. Now imagine this: you're eating what everyone else eats: bread, cereal, snacks, the occasional soda. You're working hard, maybe not sleeping enough. You hit the gym, or sit at a desk for hours, then unwind with your phone under blue light before bed. Nothing looks wrong, but underneath it all, your joints are simmering in slow-burning inflammation. Here's the untold reality: arthritis often begins not with injury, but with lifestyle. Processed food, poor sleep, unrelenting stress, environmental toxins, and gut imbalances quietly sabotage your immune system, like termites hollowing out a tree from the inside. Your body doesn't suddenly break, it gradually loses balance. Too much cortisol from stress tells your immune system to overreact. Poor gut health leaks microscopic toxins into your blood. And overtraining or repetitive motion slowly scrapes at your cartilage, without you feeling a thing, until one day, you do. You don't have to be old to wear down your joints, just unbalanced. Many young adults are walking around with pre-arthritis, and don't know it, because the symptoms don't look serious enough. That's how arthritis stays hidden: it wears the mask of modern life. Tired? Stressed? Stiff in the morning? We normalize it all. But arthritis doesn't care how normal it feels, it continues anyway, and by the time you notice it clearly, it's already gained ground. Have you ever heard someone say, "I must be getting arthritis," just because their joints ache after a long day? Maybe you've even said it yourself. But here's the twist: not all joint pain is arthritis. In fact, many people who believe they have arthritis are actually dealing with something else entirely, and because of that, they waste years treating the wrong problem. For example, fibromyalgia causes widespread pain, morning stiffness, and fatigue, but it's not arthritis. There's no actual joint damage, just the nervous system stuck on high alert, like a smoke alarm going off with no fire. Or consider tendinitis and bursitis. They cause joint-like pain, but it's inflammation of soft tissues, not the joint itself. That pain often comes from overuse, posture issues, or repetitive movement, not immune dysfunction or joint erosion. Then there are those mysterious cases where joints hurt, but labs and scans show nothing wrong. These are often somatic pain responses, real pain caused by unresolved trauma or stress. It feels like arthritis, but there's no visible damage. Even hypermobility disorders can mimic arthritis. Your joints move too far, causing pain and fatigue, but there's no inflammation eating away at them. The confusion happens because the early symptoms of arthritis, stiffness, swelling, fatigue, weakness, overlap with many other conditions. And unless someone knows what to look for, they might chase the wrong diagnosis for years. That's why it's not enough to feel pain, it has to be decoded properly. So, what does arthritis actually look like when it's real, not imagined, not misdiagnosed, but truly beginning to show? Picture this: you wake up, and your fingers feel stiff, like the hinges on a door that haven't been oiled. It takes 30 minutes or more before you can grip your coffee mug properly. That's not just a bad night's sleep, that's morning stiffness, one of the earliest and clearest signs of inflammatory arthritis. You may notice your joints feel puffy or oddly swollen, even though you didn't bump them or overuse them. It's not painful at first, just off. That's your immune system inflaming the joint lining, often quietly, without redness or heat. Sometimes, you feel a strange warmth inside the joint, like there's a slow burn going on beneath the skin, even if everything looks normal on the outside. Other times, you struggle to open jars, type, or button a shirt, not because you're weak, but because your grip strength is fading, and your finger joints are losing their stability. These signs often come and go. They don't scream, they whisper. But if you experience 3 or more of these consistently, especially when combined with biological markers like elevated CRP, ESR, or antibodies like RF or anti-CCP, your body isn't just sore, it's sending you a flare signal. This is when arthritis is still in its early phase, when the joints can still be protected, healed, and saved from long-term damage. Think of arthritis like a fire in the walls of your house. If you spot the smoke early, you can put it out with a fire extinguisher. But if you ignore it, the flames spread, until you're rebuilding everything. The good news? Even if the fire has started, it's not too late to stop the damage. But you have to act, not react. If caught early, arthritis can be slowed, controlled, and in some cases, even reversed. The first step is calming the inflammation. That means changing what fuels it. Cut out ultra-processed foods, sugar, and inflammatory oils. Think of them as gasoline to the fire. Feed your body anti-inflammatory choices like leafy greens, turmeric, omega-3s, fermented foods, and clean proteins. Heal the gut, because that's where many immune issues begin, through probiotics, bone broth, and food sensitivity awareness. Then, move smart. Gentle, low-impact exercises like swimming, walking, or yoga keep joints moving without breaking them down. Imagine your joints as gears in an old machine. If you stop moving them, they rust. But if you force them too hard, they crack. The goal is nourishing motion, not punishment. Prioritize sleep like it's medicine, because it is. Your joints heal while you rest. And deal with stress, not just emotionally, but biologically, through breathwork, therapy, and nervous system regulation. Stress hormones like cortisol are silent accelerators of joint breakdown. Even if arthritis is discovered late, you're not powerless. Regenerative treatments like PRP, platelet-rich plasma, or stem cell therapy can help rebuild worn cartilage. Physical therapy can retrain how your body moves, reducing strain. And in some cases, medication may be essential, but it works best when paired with lifestyle correction, not in isolation. The biggest mistake is waiting for arthritis to hurt badly before responding. The smartest move is listening to your body now, and building an environment where healing is more likely than breakdown. Here's the truth most people never hear until it's too late. By the time arthritis becomes painful, the damage is no longer silent, it's permanent. But if you've been paying attention to your body, to the stiffness, the strange fatigue, the small joint changes, then you've already done something powerful. You've broken the silence early. Don't brush off your body's warnings. Whether you're 25 or 65, you have a choice right now: ignore the signs and let arthritis steal your strength slowly. Or take action, reclaim control, and help others do the same. If this video gave you even one wake-up call or a clearer understanding of what's been going on in your body or someone you love, share it with them. Drop a comment below if you've noticed signs no one else took seriously. Subscribe to Untold Realities channel for more thought-provoking, untold perspectives of your health and you. You deserve to move freely, live fully, and age powerfully, without fear. The earlier you understand arthritis, the easier it becomes to overcome it. Your health isn't just in your genes, it's in your hands.